Hello, welcome to SC2 UK. I'm here, Roxor, your commentator. I'm joined with my partner in crime, Canadian Steve, also known as Race. Canadian Steve, are you there?
Hey,
Hello, Canadian Steve. How are you today?
not too bad.
Are you
Not too
feeling
bad.
Are you feeling good about life?
I'm always feeling good about life. And I
Excellent.
even got that out without breaking a
Yeah.
smile. That
Just,
was
just,
good.
just if anybody's listening, Canadian Steve is Canadian, but you're like me. You're in the mighty Yorkshire of the UK, aren't you? At
Yes.
the moment, you're a
The,
UK resident.
yeah, it's great here.
I
It
know.
never gets cold enough to kill you, and there's nothing big enough that'll eat you. So
And
it's a pretty nice place.
you moved here purely to join the European server of StarCraft 2. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am just here to play StarCraft, not professionally, but wanting to play. No, I don't even want to play professionally.
On a European server.
Yeah,
So that was the move from Canada and stuff like that. But
yeah. I
anyway,
moved.
so today I thought we would talk about we're trying to talk about issues that affect your everyday StarCraft 2 player. So if anybody's watching this and thinking, this is a bit lowbrow for my kind of Master League standard, then
It is.
it is, yeah, it is, because we're trying to affect people coming into StarCraft 2, trying to get up the what I call the mud of the silver, gold, and platinum league, and it is an absolute brawl down there of cheese and one thing that particularly annoys me is when I lose a game, kind of in the first 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Not necessarily if I've lost a game because I've been outplayed, but just because, I've been rushed. And
yeah.
I can't really think of many more annoying things in life than that. But it
It
is,
doesn't really feel like skill. It's more like a just toss in the air, coin flip.
that's right, yeah. Because there is this feel at the start of, kind of an SE2 game that you kind of, I don't know if you agree with this, Steve, but you kind of almost have like two choices. You either go for kind of almost like the tier 1 units where you just spam and macro those tier 1 units, or
Hmm.
you try an element of tech and you edge towards tier 2. And it's in that decision where you get this kind of, if you don't scout and you don't know what's coming, you could get this rock paper scissors effect of,
Hmm.
you're trying to go tier 2, you're trying to show a bit of tech, you're trying to bring in, I don't know, tanks or,
Well, something else you can do is stay with tier one tech and early expand.
well, you can do that, but you
And I
still got
think
that
that the
problem of
tech,
investing those resources, though, haven't you? If you go for an early expansion, you've still
well,
got those 400 resources that you could be producing, 8 Marines, for instance, for that, so
yeah, but the the early expand, the early expand in tech usually means a later game play, or
yeah,
at least a mid game play.
yeah. But what I mean, obviously, we can't cover everything every cast we do. I mean, we will try to be doing that. But the one thing that I've noticed a lot of playing as random at the moment is the 4 gate push.
Yeah,
And I think today
yeah,
what we want to talk about is we want to show a couple of examples of a 4 gate push.
yeah.
Because it is a very, very powerful tool. And after we've done that, hopefully we can show, kind of examples of how to combat it. And this particular repo was a 4 gate push against yourself race. Is that right? So
Yeah.
maybe you just want to kind of should I speed through this a bit and
Well, I actually had some. Yeah, you can speed through the first couple minutes,
yeah,
and I would like to talk a little bit about what I was feeling at certain points,
sure, sure. You well, this is
and
your game,
because
so
I think that's a big thing of what you feel like is happening, and when you actually look at a replay, what actually happened. Because I know there's a lot of things, even looking at this replay, I'm like, oh well, I don't really want to show this to anybody because, geez, some parts are terrible,
yeah.
but there's some parts that I thought were not had some interesting ideas, I'll
Yeah.
say.
Just getting a bit of
First one,
lag as we
I had
speed through it. I mean, just say, Race, I haven't seen this before, Steve, have I? I've
no,
not seen this before. So,
no, but I have, so that helps.
well, you were there.
Yeah, apparently, apparently,
In body, if not in mind. So,
yeah.
um, trying to slow this down a bit now. So
Well,
this is your
click
opponent.
on, yeah, he's a Protoss. Claude, click on my base for a sec here,
Sure. Yeah.
and
Talk us through what you're trying to do here. You know.
well, I had actually looked up online, and there was an interesting video of a guy just making Marines, doing a very, very slim, very, very lean build of just going to build tons of Marines. And that's all he did all game.
Against Protoss.
And it was against, well, he was just making the point to make lots of Marines in early expand to get a good economy out.
Because we're now what 5 minutes into this game and you've got 25 gas. You're just not producing. Any gas whatsoever.
My idea in this game was, I want to see how building at least an expansion and a good economy would set me up for the later game.
Yeah.
But basically, how many guys could I pump out, and what could I do with that once I got all those guys?
Now, have you done any scouting at all or anything like that? Because I mean, I know we can see.
I did a little bit of scouting, and I saw there was 4 warp gates going down. So after I scouted that, I did a little bit of a trick. I did have gas early, and then canceled that, and then just built another barracks right off the bat, and just started pumping Marines.
To make a point here, he's going for 0 tech. I mean, apart from warp gates, he's going for 0 tech. And here we go. The classic proxy pylon on this map. And I think
which he did a great job of putting it right next to my Marines.
At the lower, yeah, which was unfortunate. But that area here. That area here has caught me out before on the lower levels. On the silver and gold plays I'm talking about, you've got to be careful.
Well, I have 3 Marines waiting for it right there. If you go up a little.
Yeah.
2, 3 Marines. And I'm knocking down what I wanted to do was stay really low on my tech and just expand. Right. I expected another pylon to go there, so I thought he would be pushing at least to send some guys over across. But he doesn't. He puts it down on the other side.
No.
And then I throw down.
Yeah. Sorry.
Throw down this so that if he is going tech, I don't get one Dark Templar that just ruins my night and I want to cry.
And that's why you're going for a turret there. Sorry, because because of the Dark Templar concern. But I mean, the reality is you've actually. I mean, you can see it there. I mean, I've just paused the game now, as you can see. I mean, we've gone 4-gate tech. He's done nothing. And this is a common thing now. You know, this is a common thing, and you're probably not going to see it on the higher level league, but on your silver and your gold league players, and even your bronze league players, this is becoming a common thing for Protoss. You know, lots of drones. You know, he's maxed out on the drones. 4-gate play, couple of pylons, warp gates, and then straight away there will be a proxy pylon at some point. Now, obviously, if he can get it in there, and you don't spot it, which of course you did spot it, he can warp straight into here, problem. Yeah. But the frustration for me here is, you know, looking at this game at this point, is he has a much better army than you have.
Yeah.
I mean, would you agree with that at this point? Now, what, you know, could you have done, you know, as Terran in this situation to have a better army than him?
Well, I think you need to watch this play out a little bit. And I was actually surprised. I expected to lose. To be quite honest.
Okay.
Especially on the first push. I expected to lose straight off the bat. Like there was, geez, I only got Marines. I'm trying to throw down an expansion here in a bit, but I know I got guys parked right outside my front door.
But I'm going to press play and shut up. That's it, because this is your game. But the frustration for me, and the frustration that I'm finding with this 4-gate play, is you've done a 4-rack. You know, you've got no factory. So that you physically were unable, really, to produce a better army than what you've got now. I mean, I
could have got gas a little bit earlier.
Yes, but you said you didn't want to do that. Your plan in this instance wasn't to do that, was it? It was to get the Marine, which is fine. Because, you know, someone we know very well says stick to the plan, don't they? So... yeah. But the point is, even if you'd gone Marauders, you would have had, what, you know, 1 Marauder for every 2 Marines.
You would have cut at least
4, 5, 6
3
Marauders. Yeah?
Yeah.
But that still isn't equivalent to this. And the problem you've got here, and the problem with this situation that I find... if
you look at the unit tab...
Yeah.
you look at the unit tab.
That's a good
Let's
idea.
see what
Why
we're
don't
up
I do that?
against.
Yeah. 4 zealots, 7 stalkers,
Jesus.
and 21. I mean, 21 marines is a good thing. The probe count is dead even. I mean,
Which means he's cut probes.
yes, and you've cut probes. So really, but
Well, no, actually, I haven't, because he should always be ahead in the probe count.
but a marine is a $50 unit, isn't it?
Yeah.
A 50 crystal unit, whereas a zealot is 100, and I think a stalker is a 125 zealot unit. So resources wise, he has invested more money into his army than you've invested into yours.
Yeah.
So pro rata, you would argue that he probably
Has the better army.
has the better army at this point. I mean, you know, I don't know whether you would agree with that or not, but
Oh, I think he does, especially with being able to kite with the stalkers, and I can't kill zealots if they break through that wall, and like I would take huge losses. And just